Apparently we've started a new uniform here at the Budgeting Mum headquarters. Got some like joggers on and a fleece. Enter Katie, who's come to work dressed as me today.
Doing a catwalk. I've got my shoes on.
It's fine. I've got a new jacket, so she needs to get this jacket. So what we like to do here is dress the same. Right, I've had a good idea for a hook for a video, which basically involves me getting Katie to throw £100 at me. Here you go.
Let's go up.
Up and over like that.
They're easier to get in than they are to get out. I was drawing like a dog the other day and I was trying to get the bottom one out.
There's a bloody eyebrow pencil! You can never find anything when you need it. Let's go, let's do this. I feel really nervous. I'm just about to go and have my Invisalign fitted. And I am absolutely petrified as the dentist at the best of times. I can't believe I'm paying for this to watch. Wish me luck. Also, before I go, I feel like we should have like a bit of a video reference for what my teeth look like now. Basically, I just got like some overcrowding. Teeth staying there, that's awful. Because that tooth is set further back, it's really hard to clean, so I end up getting loads of staining on it. Oh yeah. That was pretty awful for someone that doesn't like the dentist, I can't lie. Here we are. Putting these like little squares on, that was alright, but then she got out, well first she flossed my teeth, which was not great, and then, because I don't have any like room between them, so it really hurt to floss it, and then she got what looked like floss, but it was made of like metal, and dragged that between some of my teeth to like shave down the sides of them. Not ideal. Anyway, it's done, we're moving on. And this is me for a little bit with a little bit of a lisp. I feel like I've got a big sign over my head like, these are my teeth, look at my teeth. Right, I've had a good idea for a hook for a video, which basically involves me getting Katie to throw £100 at me. So we're trying to find a good place where she can stand, throw the money, and not be in the shop, and then I'm going to like click and make money appear. Okay? So I thought you might enjoy watching this.
Am I going to be in it though?
No, I don't think so.
You need to do it in our face.
So you think it's spread around?
Wasn't it?
Yeah, what you did was fine. I think you just need to, as you click,
I just need to
stay
stay like
there.
that.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, that was bad. I'm so sorry. Smashed it in my face. I knew it was that out. I hit your face. I was like, oh.
Here you go.
Let's go up.
Up and over like that.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, found it on you. Oh yeah, that looks good.
Yeah.
It's quite cool it lands on me actually. Yeah, I've got the shot.
Right, I've been asked loads of questions about these Invisaligners, what you call them, on Instagram, and I'm going to quickly run through some of the top asked questions whilst they're fresh in my mind. Obviously, I've only just had them, so I'm going to have to answer them as best as I can. So I had them fitted. I've got these little like, can you see them? They're like blocks of composite, I think like she said they are, stuck to your teeth. So they're like, I got on this side. They're like little spots of stuff. And they stay on your teeth for the whole time. And then these are the things that you put in and out. You have to take them out every time you want to drink anything other than water and every time you want to eat. So I've been cutting back on snacks because I cannot be asked to take these out and brush my teeth every time I want to have a snack. So I'm hoping it's going to be best of both worlds. So that's the top set. Obviously you can see how like wonky my teeth are at the moment. And they literally just like clip into your teeth. So I'm going to show you that. There's a little bit of like, I wouldn't say pain, but discomfort when you put it in. It's obviously trying to move your teeth around, particularly this tooth for me. There seems to be a lot of pressure on that one. And then same on the bottom. I find these ones a bit more difficult to get in because I think I've got more overcrowding at the bottom. They're easier to get in than they are to get out. I was drooling like a dog the other day when I was trying to get the bottom ones out.
Right, I'm just getting ready for bed, but let's go through some of the rest of the questions. Obviously, I am not a dentist, nor am I an expert on any of this stuff. Firstly, loads of people are interested in the price. So I went and had an initial consultation, and the dentist that, or orthodontist, whatever they're called, the one that I wanted to go with, she said that they didn't offer any kind of credit, which is what I was kind of banking on. But my sister had conventional braces, and she had about £5,000 worth of treatment because she had to have like her jaw realigned and stuff, and she had all of that on interest-free credit, which is what I was kind of banking on. Anyway, the dentist said they don't offer that, so I had to leave it for a little while. It was probably maybe like the following year then that I went back, like went for it for real. So you have to go for your initial consultation where they do like scans and stuff, and I had to pay £600 for that appointment. And at that appointment she'll like show you your teeth, like what they could look like from the scans and how long the treatment would be, and then they can give you like a proper quote for how much it's going to cost you. So I paid £600 for the initial appointment, then I've paid £2,500 at this appointment, and then I've got a little bit outstanding. I think it's about another £500 to pay for all of my consultations. I don't know if I've said the maths right there, but all in it was £3,500. They've said that I need 19 aligners, so it should take like 19 weeks, but I've heard loads of people say that not to take any notice of that, and it can go on. You can have to have more aligners, so I'll let you know as it go, like as I go down the line. Somebody wanted to know if I'd had to have any teeth removed to make space for this, because obviously I've got overcrowding, that's why I need this done. I don't have to have any teeth taken out. I have to have refinement, which is what they basically call putting sandpaper between your teeth and taking a bit of the enamel away from the outside of your teeth. I think this is right, but don't hold me to the technicalities here. But she said that there's like a thicker part of enamel down the sides of your teeth that you can afford to like get rid of a little bit of. So the computer basically does all the calculations, works out where to do the refinement to give you enough space to bring the teeth into alignment. But I don't know yet, like I'm only 2 days in, so I'll let you know how that goes. What I can tell you is that the refinement process I was not a fan of. I do not want a cheese grater in between my teeth dragging my enamel all the way, to be honest, so I'm not looking forward to any more of that. A few other people saying like, why didn't I go for conventional braces? I mean, a couple of reasons. One, I film my face for videos to make money. Like, my job is being online, so I really didn't want big braces like there. So that was a big part for me. So like from a cosmetic point of view, I wanted it to be like, I didn't want you to be able to see it. Secondly, I didn't really want teeth taken out. I had braces, conventional train trap braces when I was a child, and they wanted to take 4 teeth out, and I am petrified of the dentist. Like, I cannot even tell you how scared I am of the dentist. So there was no way as a teenager I was going to let them yank any teeth out of my mouth. I didn't even pull my own wobbly teeth out as a child. Like, I'm petrified of wobbly teeth. That's what's got me into this problem. My baby teeth grew up here. Like, I wouldn't pull them out, so they just moved, and my adult teeth grew behind them. So there's no way I was risking that. I'm not having anyone take any teeth out. So the refinement was better for me than having any teeth out. Do you have to wear the retainer at night time? Yes. So you're supposed to wear the retainer for 22 hours a day. So the only time you can take it out is to eat and drink anything that isn't water. Anytime I want to eat anything, I have to take it out, and then I have to brush my teeth before I put it back in. So yeah, you kind of gotta like strategically plan when you're gonna have like breakfast and a cup of tea. You don't want to be having like a mid 11 o'clock cup of tea when you have to take them out, brush teeth again. So I'm having to think a bit more about that. But yeah, 22 hours a day. You have to keep it in. Someone else here said they've got an Invisalign and they'd recommend a plastic hook for removing them, so I am going to look at getting one of those. I find the top ones easier to take out than the bottom because I can't really get, I haven't got enough like room. But basically all you do is like pinch them and like get your nail underneath the plastic and push it down, and then after the treatment I have to wear a retainer at night time for life, or for as long as I want to have straight teeth for. So that is quite a commitment, and lots of other people have told me to ask for a permanent wire to go behind my teeth as like a permanent retainer, so I'm going to have a look at getting that as well. But yeah, if you want straight teeth you have to keep the retainers in at night. But I'm guessing after like all of this time wearing them all the time, surely they're not going to bother me at night time by that point. Maybe naively so. Somebody's asked if I think I'm going to get a discount code. Like, I don't think so. I don't know how it works as a business model with Invisalign, but basically it's just like a dentist is doing Invisalign for me, but I don't have a contact at Invisalign to get a discount code. If you know of any, let me know. I wish I'd have had one. Is it a new retainer per week? So the dentist has given me 3 other retainers to take. Every Monday I'm going to change them, so they'll be like slightly different, and apparently once you change them there's like a little bit of pressure, but they're basically slowly moving your teeth into this new position, and then after I've done the 4th one I'll go back to see her. Somebody said that they've been quoted 10 grand for a whole set. That is wild. I'd like to know what that involved, but no, I'm not paying anywhere near that. I'm having to get used to like the saliva issues. I don't think mine involves any like composite or anything at the end, which a lot of people end up wanting, because when they move these teeth into a straight position often they're not like straight along the bottom because you've kind of worn them down in a unnatural position. I think I've got to kind of keep in mind that I might want that at the end. So many people that have had them have said like how happy that they are with it and what a good investment it was for them. No question, but best thing I ever did will be worth it. Invisalign is the best investment I've made myself for a long time. I smile and feel more confident. Somebody said that did I consider Train Track Star too, and they'd heard they were cheaper, but I'd heard the opposite. My sister had them and they were £5,000, and that was a good few years ago. Is the lisping improving? Yeah, like the lisping only lasted well, I think it is. Lisping, it's a little bit like they're in my way. The dentist has said the lisp is because your brain can remember the distance from your tongue to the back of your teeth, and because that's been altered with having the Invisalign, you just need to like recalibrate your brain. Will your teeth be fully corrected in 19 weeks? That seems so much faster than traditional braces. It's 19 trays, so that should be 19 weeks, but loads of people have told me that it can go on way longer than that. So you might have like 19 trays which are changing the shape of it, but then I think you have to have 6 months of wearing it like straight, like all the time for 22 hours, but they will be straight underneath. So you do have to have it on longer than the 19 weeks, but it's only like 19 weeks of moving. But I think we get to review it at 19 weeks and see whether we want to refine it anymore. But if you have any other ones, let me know in the comments and I'll try and help you. Obviously, like I said, I am not an expert or a dentist in any way. Like that would be my absolute worst job. No, I could not be a dentist. But yeah, I'll keep you updated with how they are going. I'm running so late this morning, so here I am, rushing around, trying to get ready. There's a bloody eyebrow pencil! Never find anything when you need it. The kids have got tutoring this morning, and then we are going to pop to the garden centre. Honestly, what a low-key budget day out that is. You just will be quite happy in there for an hour or so, looking at all the different toys, and they've got like all of the like train tracks and stuff out. They can play with that. And we're going to get some lunch, and then they are off to my dad's house this evening for some dinner. Anyway, I just wanted to share with you that my life is not highly created perfection like it may look like on Instagram. We are running late. I've got to be there at 10 and it's 28 minutes past 9 and my hair is still wet. I actually hate that part of my personality. I am always late and I wish I wasn't because it stresses me out. Like imagine if I could just be early. That's who I want to be. I just don't think it's ever going to happen for me. Catch you in a little bit. Looks like we are having half wet hair, no mascara and stick the jumper on. It's funny because before I became a mum there is literally no way that I would leave the house without looking pristine, like makeup on. Never would have greasy hair. And now, I don't care. Let's go, let's do this. This week it's just been kicking my ass. I can't lie. Being a parent is hard work sometimes. I think the build up to Christmas, and especially with like the work that I do, like I'm thinking about Christmas, decorating for Christmas, doing loads of content around Christmas much earlier than anyone else is thinking about it. I think maybe I've just been a bit naive to how much that affects the kids, because we've just been having a lot of meltdowns, a lot of like obsessing over how long it's going to be until Christmas, how long until the calendars start, the advent calendars start, how long until we're going to the pantomime, like all of the different exciting things that we've got on. But I was actually reading that excitement is felt and experienced in the body in the same way that anxiety is felt. So it can be a really confusing emotion for children, because inside you're like all hyped up in the same way that you would be if you're anxious. So I'm trying to remind myself of that. Sometimes you just have to like stop, take a deep breath yourself and like recognise that you need to regulate your own emotions before we can help anyone else regulate theirs. So yeah, just been trying to fill up my cup as well this week, which has meant that I haven't really filmed much for here because it is not natural to just pick up your camera in times of struggling, you know. So I hope you have enjoyed this week's vlog. It's been a bit random, feedback appreciated, but I still want to get it out there. I'm really enjoying this different form of content where we can properly connect with each other. You can kind of get to know me better, which you can't sometimes on a 30-second story or a 60-second reel where I have to cut out a lot of things to fit into the time frame. So I'm really enjoying making them. I hope you're enjoying viewing it. I hope it's making you see that everything that you see on Instagram maybe isn't as perfect and idyllic as you perhaps think it is. But I'm going to sign off for the week. Next week, what have we got on? To be fair, work is going to be chilling out for me a bit next week so I can get back in the game, and I've got a list of things that I wanted to get out made for you. I've got a video coming of what our elf has been up to over the years, so hopefully that's going to be helpful. And I really need to start buying some presents. I do like, because I have got a few for the kids. Actually, I picked up a Furby today in Home Bargains for $29.99. Currently it's on Amazon. It's been in my Amazon basket. It's £47. I was going to check out that. I thought that's how much they were, but yeah, $29.99 for a Furby in Home Bargains. Can you believe Furbies are making a comeback? Like, I feel like I had one maybe like 25 years ago. Oh my god, that makes me so old. That's just thrown me. But yeah, my daughter really wants one for Christmas, so I got that from Home Bargains today. But maybe next week I'll get everything out. I feel like that is a really good thing to do, because I am terrible for buying little bits and bobs for the kids as we go along, and then it comes to wrapping it all up, and actually I've overbought for them. So I'll get all of the stuff out that I've brought for the kids so far. We'll go through that next week and some of the bits and bobs along the way. But yeah, thanks for sticking with me, and I'll see you next week.